2026 was pretty interesting. The Nintendo Switch 2 released, unfortunately. Hollow Knight Silksong finally came out and crashed all the gaming servers. My wife got me to play the Flash game Word on the Street for the first time. Mario Kart Open World lost to Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. And Pokemon Legends Zaza lost to Digimon Don't Talk To Time Strangers. But most importantly, I beat more games. What is up, you guys? Burnt Toast Boy, aka Switch 2 web camera. Plug it in for ugly face features. And today I'm going to cover my top 10 games I beat in 2025. Just like last year, not all the games on my list are going to be new releases. So if you're looking for the newest releases of 2025, then don't. Also, I am not going to be putting anything in the top 10 that was included last year. Sorry, Crow Country. Let's stop fucking around and get into my fucking top 10, okay? Tired of this shit.
Have you ever had a dreams that you had?
With AAA games being dog shit lately, I've been dreaming of a good game to play. With Dreams of Aether, dreams becomes reality. Get it? Cause dreams and... It's pretty regular for Aether Studios to make a mini game while pumping out their main game. Dreams of Aether is one of those mini games. I went into it thinking I'll have a bit of fun, and found myself having a hard time putting the game down. This is a WarioWare type game, and I've never really played those games because I fucking hate his bitch ass. He's so stinky. But take Wario out of the picture, and you got a great game. Absolutely genius. In the game, you play as Absa. She's a goat monk that naturally got tired and fell asleep. Shocker, I know. She gets brought to a dream world by a talking piñata and has to travel to other dreams to keep the world safe. It's not the most complex story, or the longest, but at the same time, it's like $10, dude. If you love mini games, this game will give you so much to enjoy. Especially the later levels, where they make you play too many games at the same time. Really challenging. When it comes to Dreams of Aether, I couldn't dream of a better game. Except for the next 9 games. But, you know what I mean. The monkey, monkey, and monkey. By the way, this is recording. Monkey, monkey. Super Monkey Catcher Simulator, also known in other countries as Ape Escape, is the best way to catch monkeys from the comfort of your own home. Premise is simple. Monkeys broke out of the local zoo, hopped into a time machine, and now you gotta kill them? Oops, no, sorry, that's a different game. You have to catch them. What was I thinking? It's a fun platformer that likes to introduce different gadgets that can change the gameplay up and even gives you reason to go back to old levels and try to 100% complete them. The problem is that this game can suck at being a platformer sometimes. Camera can be annoying to use. Some of the gadgets suck ass. The controls are really awkward at times. Monkeys are dumb, but it feels really good catching the monkeys. Also, I don't want to sound like a psychopath, but I love hitting the monkeys over the head with the bat. What? They're evil. They had it coming. One had an assault rifle. What did you want me to do? Even with its flaws, it is still a great game to this day and deserves all the appreciation and references it gets in the modern day. 6 years later, and we still don't have a game like this today. Also, I platinumed the fucking game on my PS4, so you better believe me when I say it's good. Boys, it's so great playing my Darkstalkers collection. But did you know they actually put other games in it too? Yeah, I know, man. I'm surprised too. One of those games in this collection is called Red Earth, an RPG fighting game. It's a rare kind of game, mixing the two genres together. So you got the gameplay of Darkstalkers, but you can also level up like Final Fantasy. But just like Final Fantasy, it doesn't care about your levels and achievements. Wow, I got ice resistance? Too bad I still freeze against every ice attack. These fights don't hold back either. They can combo you and fill the screen with bullshit. But it doesn't feel as bad because each fight is essentially a boss fight. It's very Shadow of the Colossus in that way. Or is Shadow of the Colossus like Red Earth? Anyway, this is also one of Capcom's more gory fighters. Killing a boss in a certain way can cause them to be cut in half. So don't play this with your son and or daughter, no matter how old they are. This game is such an interesting spin on fighting games and definitely needs more recognition. Yes, the roster is very small with only 4 playable characters, but it's not about the versus mode. It's about the story mode. Capcom will give us more characters in the game once they make more installments to the series. Right, Capcom? Right? This next part's going to be spoke completely in cat, so if you want to understand this, you're going to have to get your cat to translate. Meow meow. Meow meow meow. No, I'm kidding. Gato Roboto is one of the best concepts for a game. Imagine if your cat was in a mech suit and could shoot missiles like Samus. I'm honestly sold from that pitch alone. I'll buy 3 copies. Instead of scratching up your couch, your cat is killing monsters on a foreign planet. Finally, a cat that's not a selfish asshole. This game is definitely more Metroid than Vania. You got charge shots, missiles, I think the screw attacks in there. A lot of that early Metroid shit the gamers go nuts for. But what's different is that you can also leave the suit and control a cat and meow at things, so it's way better than Metroid actually. Hell, I bought 7 more copies while writing this part of the script. The game isn't super long, but that just means it doesn't just keep throwing pointless stuff at you. It's also pretty easy to run through. You're not gonna get upset at annoyingly hard parts. There's quite a bit of collectibles in this game too, like things that can change the filters in the game. Make everything look pink, or make it all look like piss. I don't fucking care. I don't know you. Make sure to pick yourself up a copy, especially if you like cats. But you can't get any of my 37 copies. That's for sure. If you're a fan of paper and paper art, this game is right up your alley. But if you're scared of paper, then, Tearaway Unfolded is a charming game about paper and not about tearaway pants. I know, I was sad when I found that out too. The game is very simple. Even when adding new mechanics, they take very little time to learn. The game's real strength is its charm. Atois, the main character of the game, is one of the cutest main characters I've ever played, right up there with the cat from Gato Roboto. The NPCs are also so adorable and just give you so much joy when you interact with them or when you're applying stickers on their faces. It can get a bit tedious when they ask you to put a sticker on an animal or dude every 2 seconds, but they make up for it by letting you put a fish sticker on everything, so that's pretty cool. I don't have many gripes about this game, but I do have one big problem. The game lasts way too long. I feel like every new game wants you to spend half a year with their game, but I feel like games like this are supposed to be shorter. Introduce some fun mechanics for players of all ages, give a few levels where you use all of them at the same time, and then end the game. That's what I would have wanted. Even with that aspect, I still think that this game is great and something that whole family can appreciate.
Here's a T-Rex.
Dino Crisis is just Resident Evil with dinosaurs. Do I really have to say more? Doesn't that just make you want to buy the game right now? I made a video about this game in 2024, but I didn't beat it back then. I think I appreciate it more now that I've actually beat it. The game is so much more dynamic and intense than the first Resident Evil. The dinosaurs will follow you to the next room, so it makes each encounter that more terrifying, which causes you to panic, which is why it's called a panic horror. Or you can just gun down every dinosaur like me. Dinosaurs are fast, but my doctor once told me bullet holes slow dinosaurs down. So if you keep that in mind, you should be fine. This game also features some of the earliest use of QTEs, where a pterodactyl swoops down and kicks your fucking ass. These aspects lead to a more action-packed game. And of course, it's got that amazingly cheesy voice acting, which I always love hearing.
This is the first checkpoint. Playtime is officially over, kiddies.
That's disgusting.
What's the situation over there?
It's Gale. I lost him.
So what's the bad news?
If you want to hear more about my thoughts on Dino Crisis, you should watch my video on it. I'll link the video somewhere, either on the screen or in the description. Also, do me a favor and do not try to pet the dinosaurs. They're very dangerous. I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, honestly. But you know white women.
Hello, Kane. I love you.
Get out of here before the moon gets frisky!
Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight made me realize two things. One, I love playing games with stupidly long names. Like, what the fuck's wrong with me? And two, I love Metroidvanias. In this game, you follow the story of a priestess named Kaho that is tasked to stop a curse that's spreading around. So naturally, like every priest and priestess I know, you have to hit monsters over the head with a leaf that the main character found laying in the backyard. Yes, boys, you fucking heard me right. Instead of raking the leaves, she kicks people's asses with them. I'm not talking about the big leaves from Zelda that can one-shot whoosh away enemies. I mean a normal-sized, red-colored leaf. That was one of the things that drew me into the game. Well, that and the fact that the sequel looks really cool and had a lot of yellow on the cover. I'm a sucker for yellow. Yeah, I played this game because my wife suggested getting this and trying it before buying a whole collector's edition of the sequel. And I still haven't bought the sequel, but I want to though, because this game was fucking amazing. You gain new abilities, fight bosses, explore great looking areas, and you can even turn into a cat. Remember Gato Roboto? I don't think I have to sell you on this game anymore. I can tell you want to buy this. I swear, if you're a Metroidvania fan and don't play this, I will find you. I'm on Google Maps right now. I will find your place eventually.
Let's go, lesbians! Let's go! Sir, yes, let's go, lesbians! Let's go!
I don't understand why, but I love games about robots. I'm not even a huge fan of robots, but for some reason I just gravitate to them. Like Mega Man, Signalis, and now Unsighted. Maybe it's due to familiarity. Like, what if I'm a robot? Or something crazy like that. My identity crisis aside, Unsighted is this very intriguing Metroidvania where you play as a combat robot named Alma, who's trying to piece together her memories while also stopping the threat to all robot kind in this area, being cut off from the source that made them sentient and slowly regressed them into aggressive and destructive automatons. And that's not just a story plot or a game over screen. This actually happens mid-game. The default mode for this game gives every robot in the game a timer. If the timer runs out, that robot has now become another enemy. You think that's bad? Your main character even has a time limit, so you have to gather meteor dust to keep the robots from literally losing their minds, which brings a great question. Save yourself or your friends? But if that's too stressful for you and would make you need to visit your therapist again, you can turn off the time limit. That's what I did. So I won't judge you, and you better not judge me. This is probably one of the most interesting concepts for an indie game and really needs more people playing it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna see if I'm a robot by seeing if I can fit this storage disk up my ass. Number 2. So the storage disk didn't fit. But we can continue. My top 10. Resident Evil 4. A game that doesn't need really any introduction. It's an iconic horror game, one of the best PS2 games, one of the best Resident Evil games, and Leon stole everyone's fucking girl. Fuck, Leon even pulled me, and I'm married! You could make the argument all day, saying Resident Evil 4 doesn't need to be touched. It's a masterpiece. But I can say wholeheartedly that Resident Evil 4 Remake is my new favorite way to play the game. I was worried how much it would be changed, especially after the many changes they made in Resident Evil 3 Remake. But I feel they made this game better somehow. Like, I actually see Leon and Ashley being a thing after this game. Something that I feel they forced in the original. I honestly just don't know how to explain it, but shit just made more sense. And even though the regenerators look better now, I wasn't as scared of them this time, and they were the main reason it took me so long to actually play and beat this game. They creep me out so much. I hate regenerators. If a regenerator is watching this right now, fuck you. Fuck you. This is literally one of the best remakes I have played, hands down. But they took out the part where Leon says, "No thanks, bro." So 0 out of 10. Before we talk about number 1 though, here are some honorable mentions.
It's called the Midwest because every single thing in it is me!
Monster Hunter Wilds. Probably the best gameplay we've had in Monster Hunter, but everything else fell flat for me. It's only in honorable mentions because I want to play it more with friends, and I really do like Monster Hunter. Tekken 8. I don't play many story modes in fighting games, but this was probably my new favorite. Lies about its difficulty though. Klonoa, Empire of Dreams. A really fun game to play while watching shows or laying in bed. Not deep or does anything crazy, just simple fun. X-Men vs Street Fighter. It's cool to see when Marvel vs Capcom became a tag fighter, but matches last way too long and the CPUs run the clock out.
Time to use my ninja skills.
If you told me that Shinobi Art of Vengeance was gonna be my game of the year, I probably would have laughed. If you kept telling me that it was gonna be my game of the year, I don't know, I'd probably punch you out of confusion. This game was absolutely amazing. I couldn't stop playing it, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. While hanging with my friends, I would think about playing Shinobi. While fucking my wife, I would think about playing Shinobi. I feel like this game did everything right. You want to go into a ninja game feeling like you're a badass ninja, and this game 100% delivers on that. The combo routes are really addicting. It kept me thinking about how I could extend each combo to make my opponent suffer. The ninjutsus were these necessary abilities that I didn't find myself completely forgetting about like I usually do with these games. The platforming was challenging but didn't destroy your confidence because you knew that doing it will give you something new and cool. Plus, they always felt very achievable. When you beat any enemy, you can press a button before they die and do an execution move that looks so badass. You can even hit the bosses with it, and when you do, it makes this screen where Joe Musashi is cutting through them in a very artistic and stylish way that could literally look like a fucking wallpaper or poster. It's literally my wallpapers. Now, I gotta talk about the art while trying desperately not to nut. This game looks so fucking beautiful. The environments are amazing to look at. The colors pop out at you. Transition scenes are mesmerizing. Even the enemies have pretty cool designs. The story isn't the full focus, but it can still tug on your heart a bit. And most of all, Joe Musashi's wife is an absolute baddie. Like, I totally get why she's pregnant. Without a doubt, bro. Like, shit. Does she want to be pregnant again? The offer's literally on the table. Don't kill me, Joe, but yeah, I could bang your wife if you're into that. I think it should have won an award at the Game Awards, but honestly, guys, I'm just glad it was in a category at all. After beating this game, it has made me want to play more ninja games and see how they compare, because this, by far, has been my favorite ninja game. And that's it, boys. That's the fucking list. 2025 has been pretty crazy. I beat 12 Capcom games this year. I platinumed Ape Escape and Crow Country, which Crow Country was Game of the Year for me in 2024. I beat every game in the first Capcom Fighting Collection. I learned that Pokemon Stadium fucking cheats all the time. And most importantly, I've reached a higher number of subscribers. I've reached out and found more boys for the Burnt Boys Club. We are almost at 200 subscribers, and that makes me so excited for the future and what's to come. I get so much joy from making videos. It brings me so much comfort, so much joy, and it makes these videos worthwhile. So thank you. Thank you for 2020, a good 2025. It's always great to know I have you boys here with me right now on the bed, naked. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell so you're always notified and become a member of the Burnt Boys Club. This week we're eating soba noodles to celebrate the New Year's in a Japanese kind of way. Also, let me know what was your favorite game that you beat this year. Or you can even just say hi if you want. Anyway, I'm gonna go and throw out everything that reminds me of 2025. So stay toasted or get... What? Suck dick? Get burned.